All right. Well, hello. We are live. Let's see. There we go. We're live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook, I think. Yes. All right. Well, hi, everybody. Carmen here on Personal 20. If you are baking with me, I know a couple of you are going to be baking with me. So very excited. What are we making today? We are making Paleo banana bread. So last week we made some coconut truffles. The week before we made some chocolate truffles or whatever you want to call them. And today we're making banana bread. So I don't know why, but everybody's been making banana bread. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of that on my social media. I guess because everybody's been buying bananas at the grocery store. Me, you can. So first thing we are going to do is grab our bananas. We're going to need 3 bananas, okay? Hey, Connie, can you see me on YouTube? Okay, all right, perfect. All right, Harisha's watching. Hi, Harisha. You're watching on Facebook. Harisha, tell me, is there a problem with the YouTube one? I hope not, because it went down and then it went back up. Just say yay or nay, because I don't want to start and not have it going live. Just say, oh, hi, Ashwini. Okay, awesome. All right, I think the YouTube is up and going. Okay, so Ashwini, you ready to bake? I know you and your son are baking with me too. I know a couple others. So all is good. Perfect. So we have our bananas. Mine were already starting to turn. I got them on the weekend. So perfect timing. There was a problem with YouTube. Darn it. So I think it says it's back on now. Ashwini said hi. Connie said all is good. But it still does show 0 people on the YouTube. So, and Christoph is on the Facebook. Okay, well, I'm going to have Facebook going on also. Wherever you're watching, we're going for it. 3 bananas is what we need. I do get organic ones. My symbol there says it. And you're going to peel your bananas, right? You don't want that. Or like a hand mixer or something. I go for the blender because it's just easier, more convenient, faster to do, okay? So the bananas, once you've peeled them, you're going to mash them, okay? So 3 bananas. I use a fork. It's what's easiest for me. Anya, hi, you're there? Okay. Okay, so with a fork, it's what I use. I'm going to, you guys can see, I'm going to just mash them down, okay? So gently, I'm going to press down on them, all of it, okay? A little wrist work action going on. I hope you're not bending your fork and messing it up. And just mash them all together. Okay, so once you have the banana mashed, looking all like that, you're going to put it in the blender. Okay, I think YouTube is being funky. Okay. All right. So you're going to put the bananas in your blender, or if you're just going to, Ashwini or Anya, can you say if you are following, if you're staying on track with me, or if you're getting lost? Okay. We have our bananas in. Now it's, yeah. Or if you're on Facebook. Okay. Once you have the bananas, we have 3 eggs you need. Took a while. Anya said it took a while to connect. 1 second. Sorry, my arm. I'm just going for Facebook for one thing. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go back on Facebook. Okay. I'm back here on YouTube. I hope we're better now. So you did your 3 bananas, okay? And then you're going to go for 3 eggs. All right? So you're going to just crack them and put them in your blender or wherever you're using, okay? So crack those. Okay, Anya's back on. Okay, good. I'm glad. All right, I'm sorry about that. So put your eggs, crack them, pour them in. Oh, my egg rolled. Oh, wow. Did you see that? It almost went down. Facebook saw that. Okay. And that's 3 eggs. Okay, so once you have those, we're going to add the vanilla extract. So get your vanilla. have a napkin here. Vanilla, you need 1 tablespoon. So go get your measuring spoons. And if you have the vanilla, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla for whoever's on. I think we're having some network issues. Sorry. Okay, so 1 tablespoon vanilla. You guys good? All right, you got the vanilla? And then we're going to go for 1/4 cup of coconut oil. I did forget to say you needed coconut oil. Hold on. Sorry, I was just checking on something. Okay, so are we good? Coconut oil. You need 1/4 a cup. So go get your measuring cups now. And mine says it on the back. Mine says 1/4. Okay? And then with a spoon, just scoop out some coconut oil. It's not winter, so it's not like it's frozen or really hard to get. So just get out the coconut oil. 1/4. In the recipe, you can also, okay, cool, you can hear me. You can also use, it says palm shortening. I've always done it with coconut oil. I know some people don't, like, they get a lot of taste out of it. I don't. I'm fine with it like that. So that's how I do it. So make sure you have 1/4. Okay? And you're going to put that in the blender also. So that's 4 ingredients that are in the blender right now, right? We have coconut oil, bananas, eggs, and vanilla. Okay, I think YouTube is back up and going. Let me just finish it on Facebook, sorry. So once you have all your ingredients, if you have a blender, you're going to put them in the blender. If you're just hand mixing them, go ahead and start hand mixing them. And it's going to make a little bit of noise. So bear with me. Turn it on. Okay. Did you blend yours? Hope you did. Okay, it should be creamy enough. So I'm going to open it up. Check in for it. Yep, that's about what it looks like. And now that you've done that part, we're going to add in the almond flour, the salt, and the baking soda. Oh, we did forget the honey, guys. Sorry. That's okay. We'll add it now. It won't be that big of a deal. Just because of all the technical difficulties, I lost you guys for a minute. Okay. So we're going to add 2 cups of almond flour. Almond flour, I have this one, Bob Red Mills. I honestly, like nowadays, I find it, because I know a lot of you said that almond flour is a little pricier, which it is. I find it at Costco and I buy a big one, even at Walmart, just almond flour. But I did have this one too. So you're going to measure 2 cups of almond flour. So that's really like the main thing of it, okay, is the almond flour. All right, we have more people up on YouTube. If you just joined, say hi. We are in the middle of the banana bread. If you got lost in the steps and need my help, let me know. So I'm going to use my spoon to help make sure I have 2 full cups of almond flour. Almond flour is the flour I use the most for baking. Coconut flour I use, but not as much. Almond really is my go-to. And yes, I know it's the most expensive. I'm telling you, paleo baking ain't cheap. So when you get my goods, you better like really appreciate them. Just saying. I'm kidding. Okay, so I have 1 cup. Add in your 2nd cup. And once you have those, we're going to go to the next ingredient. All right. 2 cups of almond flour in. Now we're going to add salt and baking soda. So you're going to go back to your teaspoon. And we're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So TSP. Find 1, and I have, the same brand as my almond flour. This lasts me forever. Just 1. Even with all my baking, it does last me forever. Okay, 1 of those. And then a half a teaspoon of salt. You guys, a lot of you know I'm really picky about my salt. I use either pink Himalayan salt or Celtic sea salt, okay? So I usually go for my Celtic sea salt when I'm baking, and we're doing a half a teaspoon of that. So get that, scoop it out, and pour that in. Cool? So far, so good. Anya, good. Ashwini, good. I don't know if Harisha hopped on this one yet. And lastly, because we did forget the honey, let's add the honey in, okay? And we're doing just 1 tablespoon of honey, so it's not much honey. Just 1 tablespoon. This is I said it in my other live when I used honey. This is like this local honey I got from a guy here in Reston. Well, it was actually in Herndon. It was at the studio. Okay, so yeah. If you are watching the replay, the honey should have gone at the beginning, not now, but it's okay. It'll still taste delicious, trust me. Okay, so once you have the honey in there also, you have all your ingredients in, and you're going to go back to blending, okay? So put the lid back on or turn your whisker back on. Everything's in. Make some noise. Okay, so bring it out. Now, it's really important that you have it really well blended, especially now at the end. So just check in. I usually like go in and like scrape the sides of it, okay, and mix it back in and blend it a little bit more, okay? So I'm going to blend it one more time. You want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, perfect. So that should be good. Oh, we forgot to say turn the oven on. So it's going to take a while to bake, so it's not like we're going to stay here till the end of the baking. But if you're going to bake it now, go ahead and turn your oven to, we're at 350, okay? So go ahead and do that. And then I'll tell you about how long it has to bake for, okay? So just have to sidetrack there. All right. So it should be nice and creamy, hopefully. Now, you need a baking dish, okay? This is the one I have, just like this. What is it? Like 7.5 by 3.5 or something. Anyways, just a normal one like this. And before we pour it in, we do need to grease the pan. I always grease it with coconut oil, okay? If you have coconut oil like in a spray, you can spray it. If you have like olive oil in a spray, you can spray it. You can go for butter if you want to. I wouldn't like go for that as my choice. So if you still have the coconut oil that you used for your baking, you can use that. I use a spatula. Is this a spatula? Yeah, spatula. Grab some out, and then I'm just going to come in and just coat the sides of it and the bottom of it, okay? You don't have to go all the way to the top of it because it's not going to grow all the way up, but like halfway up maybe, okay? If you don't have one of these, you can put it into like cupcake forms. The only thing is with cupcakes, honey, oh, Ashwini said honey. Honey, you needed 1 tablespoon. Okay? Ashwini, 1 tablespoon if you got lost there. Christoph said, Harisha, don't set your kitchen on fire. Yeah, let's take our precautions. Okay, so as I was saying, if you don't have one of these, you can do it in cupcake dishes, but you have to check the timing of it because, of course, they're not as thick, so they're most likely not going to cook as long, right? Does that make sense? And even this recipe, I cook it I bake it for less time than like most people would or like the recommended because I like it moist in the middle, okay? So you have this, okay? You see it has some there. Now, you're going to just pour this in, guys. It's that simple. My blade comes out. If your blade comes out, remove it first, okay? Be careful. So I'm going to remove my blade, but I'm going to scrape out the batter from it first because I want to use up as much of it. I don't want it to go to waste. And then just pour it into your dish, okay? Have I lost any of you? Shrini, you good? You got the honey? You were asking about it. I just showed this. Okay. All right. So pour it in to your pan. And I use a spatula because I then scrape out the sides, so I get it all in, even it out. It'll naturally even out, though. It should be looking creamy. I really like baking with almond flour. You just can't go wrong with almond flour. Coconut flour, you can go wrong. And tapioca flour. All right, so you should have all that by now. You can lick it if you want to. I'm obviously not going to do that on here. I would never do that. And then, just take that. Just shake it up. Okay, that's what it looks like. Now, I should have said this earlier. Kind of got a little sidetracked with all the technical issues we had with the connection. But I do like adding walnuts into mine. So I chopped up walnuts. Okay, you see them here? They're nice and fine. I just chop them in my blender, or you can chop them with a knife before. Or now, if you haven't done it, you can do it now. So I like adding walnuts. You could add like chips to it, dark chips. You could add pecans if you wanted to. I mean, really, like, get creative. Whatever you froze. Oh, Anya said I froze on her screen. I'm sorry. Whatever you want to add, you can add. So you should have put this in earlier before we pour it in, but that's fine. You don't want to blend it in the blender. You just want to like hand mix it. So I'm just going to pour mine in now. Voila. But no, I don't want them to just stay here. So with my spatula, I'm just going to mix them in so that they're not just all at the top. It's not the best way to do it. You should have done it before you poured it in, but that's okay. We always go with what we got to go. Okay, so you mix it. Mine is mixed in. That way you have the walnuts. Some people don't like walnuts. That's fine. Don't go for it. You don't have to go for anything. Sometimes, like in the winter more, because it's, in the fall, I'd say, you can, because it's the season, you can add like some extra cinnamon oil or cinnamon spice to it. I'll do that. I'd like a drop of cinnamon, drop of nutmeg. Okay, so I blended it in. That's what it looks like, a little crunchy there at the top. Even it out, and voila, guys. That is the banana bread. And now you're going to put it into your oven. You put it at 350. Now, the recipe, the original one where I had gotten it from, then I modified a few things, but it says to bake for 55 to 65 minutes. I go more for 45 to 55 minutes. So I put my timer for 45 minutes and I check it. I grab a toothpick and I put my toothpick in. And if any of it comes out, especially in the middle, I'll leave it back in. What you want is when you pull it out, you don't want any of the dough to like come out with a toothpick, right? You want it to come out clean. That's like, we all know that, right? If I need to add walnuts, when do I do it? Okay, Srini. So I added mine now at the end. If you are baking with me right now, add them right now. If you're watching to bake later, add them in after you've blended everything in the blender. Everything's creamy. You take out your blade and you pour in the walnuts, mix them in, and then add it into your dish. Okay? That's if you're doing the proper way. And I just added a half a cup of walnuts. But that's up to you. I wouldn't put too many because then you might lose the consistency of it. Okay? So once you have it out of the oven, nice and cooked, you want to let it cool for a little bit before you cut it up and start eating it. I know you want to eat it. You have to wait a little bit. It's not like the truffles that you could eat them in the moment. But that's what we do. So paleo banana bread, it is dairy-free. It is gluten-free. It's grain-free. And it doesn't have any processed sugars, just a little bit of honey. And it's an easy way to still get your sweet, get your treat, but without inflaming your body, without using processed ingredients that your body doesn't really like as much, okay? Still be careful. It's still sweet. It's still a dessert-ish. You can put it in the toaster if you have a toaster, like, well, no, maybe not the toaster because it might get stuck, but like those oven toasters, and get a little crispy before you eat it. You can like put some almond butter on it maybe. I like it just like this because I don't overcook it, so I leave it moist. So mine is like good to just eat like that, and I love it. I hope it tastes well in the fire extinguisher foam. Yeah, don't burn it. Well, how do you take it out, right? So you put it with coconut oil. To take it out, I put it on like a long plate. Well, this is kind of like my serving plate that I would use. Like, I love my pretty plate. So I would just like turn it around and put it on. Usually mine come out really well because I do it for a little less time. But if it's not coming out, you can go with the knife on the sides, kind of like add a little bit of space for it to shake up, and then put it down and like pat it on the top and on the sides, and then it should come out. Okay? Is the almond flour for the texture or flavor? No, the almond flour is for the texture. It's definitely, well, it's both. Yeah, no, you won't taste the almonds. I mean, I'm used to baking with almond flour, so it's definitely, I know my taste buds are a little different than people that would eat like regular banana bread. But almond flour is definitely for the texture of it. But you can like just go replace almond flour for coconut flour, like for like. They're very different. And like I said, coconut flour, I don't have as much luck. Just like I don't have any recipe that I just use like an abundance of coconut flour, like 2 cups like we did here, and it goes well. Like if I ever use coconut flour, it's like a half a cup, but mixed with other flours. Yeah, and I know James experiments with flours too, and he would probably agree with me. We use tapioca flour also. Okay, Ashwini, walnuts, yes. I don't need, if I need to add walnuts, I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah, so sorry about the internet or streaming, whatever issues that happened. I had to cancel the Facebook Live, so it was just YouTube. If you need to watch the replay, watch it. If you need to ask me questions about it because you got lost, just text me or comment here, and I'll get it to you. But hey, do the banana bread, take pictures of it, send them to me, tag me, post them, just all the things so we can see them, okay? What are we baking next? Good question, Anya. Okay, that's up to you guys. So tell me, what would you like to bake? We have to keep in mind they have to be pretty simple things. Last week, some of you wanted like something with carrots, which I do have a really good carrot cake, but it's like way too many steps, way too many things, and we'd probably be here for like an hour. So we wouldn't want that. So what would you like? Do you want like the chocolate chip cookies? Those are like my classic. Again, it's lots of almond flour. Or anybody have anything? I'm willing to try a slice of your banana bread. No, you got to make your own banana bread. Everybody has to make their own. It will cure the coronavirus. No, but it will help with not inflaming the body as much as if you were just making a normal banana bread with regular flour and like regular white sugar. Christoph says cookies. You can make us the carrot cake and have pieces in front of the house. That would be a lot. But I do have my Young Living, my giveaway going on, which includes some baked goods. So if you go for that, you get my baked goods. Okay, nobody else? Anya, do you have anything you would like us to make? Cookies? Okay. Harisha, I want extra fun. Okay, we'll do cookies next week. Do we want the chocolate chip cookies or do we want different cookies? The chocolate chips are definitely like the staple. So we'll most likely do the cookies, and you are going to need, I'll still text you guys what you need, but you're going to need almond flour. So if you went through a lot, you're going to need I think it's 2 cups of almond flour. Yeah. You're going to need almond flour. You're going to need maple syrup, vanilla. Yes, chocolate chips. Okay, hi, you can come for a curbside. Oh, Shrini's giving some cake to Christoph. See, guys, wait. Pause for a minute. Christoph needs to bake himself because he has to do it too, okay? Don't be too nice. I gave him some baked goods just a couple days ago. I made these like healthy Paleo Twix bars, and he had some. I hope it comes out well. Okay, so we'll do the cookies. It'll be almond flour. It will be maple syrup. The other thing, it will be grass-fed butter. So try to go for the most like ethical, the best quality butter. Don't get like the standard. That's not what this is. We're still trying to keep up with what we're doing with our ingredients. You need, of course, some chips. I go for the brand Enjoy Life. They are like dairy-free, they're vegan, they're gluten-free, like all that stuff. Yeah, and then you need salt and baking soda, you know, those standard things. So yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. So give me a thumbs up if you did it. If you didn't, whatever, just say anything you want before I leave. Tomorrow, it's going to be a fun YouTube live. It's going to be Christoph is on, just like we did yesterday with James. And it's a Q&A. So you get to ask any questions you want about anything. Well, be appropriate, please. But that's what it'll be. Tomorrow at 6. And then there's group fitness at 7 tomorrow. And if you haven't done your virtual personal training, if you haven't been working out yet, come work out. But most of you who are on here have been working out with us, so good for you. And then Friday, James will be back on for YouTube Live on stretching. Bring the man purse, not any. Okay, there's a lot of side talk happening. I hope you guys had great success making your paleo bread. Show me how it is. If you want me to taste it so I can approve it, come on over. I'm in Reston. I'll give you my address. And we can chat a little bit outside at the distance. All right, guys. That is it. Have a good evening. And I hope you're enjoying the nice weather. And I'll talk to you guys another day. A healthier version of Link, please. Healthier version? Rory, this is the healthy version. What do you mean? Like, there's no healthier version. Do you want the link to this one? I'm going to add in the comments the recipe and everything. So if you need to look at it, I'm going to add it now after I post the video. Any other questions? Yay, nay. All right. I hope you guys enjoy your banana bread. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. Of the link above. What link? Of the recipe? I'll get you the recipe. Don't worry. Okay, guys. Bye.